welcome back to Streaming Box Now. Man, I'm tired, guys. I've been checking out a lot of these devices. There's so much that you can do with them. Now, this is the Nvidia Shield TV Pro. This, got sent to me. Been very curious about it, about the new one. I did check out the stogie stick, or how we like to make fun of it. But let's go ahead and check this out. It has a lot of features that it talks about. It says it's still the Tegra 1 X1, but they're calling it a Plus because they overclocked it. I've seen several other YouTubers compare the Plus to the regular one, and the regular one outperforms the Plus even though this is overclocked. Very interesting. So it's pretty much essentially the exact same thing. There's nothing really new from between the two. So we're going to go ahead and look at this. 256 cores, Dolby Atmos, Dolby Digital Plus, 16 gigs of internal space, 3 gigs of RAM. We're going to go ahead and open it up. Now, the first thing I like to say is, with the device here, make sure you guys do check the description below. I always have links for this stuff, and hopefully I can get you guys a really good deal. But check this out. The box itself is really nice. Everything here on the box just looks very, very good. Check that out. Everything just looks really, really good right there. So of course within the sides you're gonna have like some tape there just to hold it, but it looks like it's just gonna open up very, very easy. So let's go ahead and open this guy up and see exactly what it is that we get here. So here we go. Everything is all opened up, and we're going to slide this thing out. Now, it does slide out pretty easily. You don't have to like fight with it. Just let gravity do its work. Now, here's the device. Couple scuff marks on this thing. I don't know if they sent me a used one or something. I hope they didn't send me a used one, but a couple scuff marks here just from opening it up. It could be just from rubbing on the box. And actually, you know what? Now that I look inside the box, it does have the plastic covering, so it could have been just rubbing up on that. Now, it's presented here with your remote here, so we're going to talk about this in a minute. And you do get that Nvidia Shield, which feels just the same as the other one, so nothing too crazy there. Now, if you do open up the top here, you're gonna get a couple extra goodies. Of course, you get your power supply and a couple of papers that we really don't care about. So there isn't really much of a wow factor. That's all you get. There's no HDMI cable. I don't know if the batteries are going to be attached onto this thing. And hey, you know what? Actually, now that I just popped the remote, I was very scared of opening it. But you know what? The batteries are included. Batteries are included. Now, it does look like these are 2 Duracell. I'm curious. I have a feeling they might have sent me a used one. I hope not. I hope it's definitely not refurbished. But there it is. And we're going to go ahead and slide it back in. Now, one of the things to remember, you do have these right there. You got a down button, or a down arrow, and then a down arrow. Make sure they're both lined up, and then you just slide it up and you're good to go. Now, I will say, when you do pop this open, it is a little bit funny, but you know what? This one's a hell of a lot better than the old one. So I'm thinking more and more that this is probably not brand spanking new. But there is the remote right there. Now, when it comes to the Shield, here is where you're going to have your power. This is your Ethernet HDMI, and you get 2 USB slots. Other than that, you get some holes right here for it to breathe a little bit. You got that green glow that's going to pop up. You got that shininess and the matte black, and then the Nvidia Shield logo. Of course, you could set it down like that, or you could have it standing up. So either way, even if you have it sitting down, it has a little bit of a lip right there, so that way the air can get pushed out, and you do have one in the back, so that way there's a constant airflow coming through, so it doesn't overheat. So let's go ahead and because there is no HDMI cable, I am gonna have to use my own. So it's always a bummer, especially if you're spending that amount of money. I wish that they would include an HDMI cable. The HDMI cables, the 1080s, are not expensive at all. And I know we always say, hey, just go ahead and buy one. Just buy an HDMI cable. I get that. But a lot of people, they just want, they don't really care about that 4K. They just want to be sure that it works and it plays and it looks pretty and it looks nice. So there it is. I plugged it in. The light does turn on, so that's pretty neat right there. We're gonna go ahead and hopefully the battery is not dead on this thing. So let's come over here to the device. So the device is turning right on. Now my first reaction to this remote, I really don't like it. The way it feels in the hand is really strange. I don't know. It's just really strange. I'm not too much of a fan on it. But just to show you guys right there, at the top you do have your power button right there. You do have a settings, your directional up, down, left, right. The center is just going to be the enter. This here is typically your back button. And then this is just going to be forward, backwards, pause and play, volume up and down. This is if you want to use the mic. So it does have a built-in mic up here at the top. And then this one is just to get out of, I think it's to go back to the menu. So we're going to find that out. And then it has a dedicated Netflix button. And for people who don't have Netflix, you have a dedicated Netflix button that you might not use. So here we go. First things first, it's going to say go to English. Now, the remote, I'll tell you this, just by moving it around, it feels very, very good, very snappy and everything. It's just really weird to the hand, just the way to hold it. It's kind of awkward. So I'm going to hit English. Do you want to set up? And I'm going to hit skip right now with the Google, with the Android. I know it's going to have me sign up later. And then you just got to select your Wi-Fi. So I'm going to do that now. So connected successfully to the internet. Now, as I am playing with the remote and I'm hitting that enter button in the middle, it does feel like it caves down a little bit. Like I do have to push it a little bit for it to go. I'm just not used to it. So I'm going to go ahead and hit sign in here because you do have to use your phone here to sign into your Google stuff. So I'm going to go sign in now. And now this code here, it changes all the time. So it's very, very simple here. All you got to do is just open up a web browser, and I am using my phone here. And you got to go to androidtv.com/setup. And of course, I misspelled that, androidtv.com/setup. And then you're going to be greeted with a page like that. All you got to do is enter the code that you see right there. So this one is 849157. Someone's going to say, wait, what if I want to do that right now? That's not how it works. So once you do that, you go into your account and you choose whichever account you have. You sign in, and right here it says continue on your other device. So that's what I'm doing right here. I'm just signing in. Now the reason why that's not how it works with this one to the next one says success. You are now signed onto your TV. That code is very unique and different. So now that I signed in, code's gone. You won't be able to use it even if you pause the video and try it yourself. It won't sync to anything. Probably will give you some sort of error. So I'm going to go ahead and hit accept. If you want to read all that stuff, that's fine. Do I want to load my location? Absolutely not. Help improve? No, thank you. And get better voice control of your remote. I don't think I have to talk to it. So let's just do continue. A few things you should know. Continue. Get personal results. No thanks. Get the most out of your Google Assist. No thanks. That's just emails. A lot of this stuff is just like, do you want this email? Do you want to sign up for this? Terms and conditions. You can go there and read through all that stuff. So I'm just going to go ahead and hit next. And all I'm doing is just hitting right. So you have your Nvidia terms of use. Again, view terms, view privacy. I'm going to hit agree and continue. Do you want to get your rewards? I'm going to hit not now. And then any kind of apps that you want to do. Now, some of these are going to be required. Some of them won't be required. So I'm going to hit continue with no apps selected. And then it says a Shield experience upgrade is available. So I have to restart to install. So if you do get anything like this, just leave it alone. Let it do its thing. Now, while we wait, I will say one thing that I really like about the remote. When I do not use it, I could just leave it like that, and it has its own little backing where you could see the remotes. Most of the time with remotes, it lays flat like this, but because it does have that triangle feel, it does that. So it's kind of unique and different. It's not like your standard remote where it just lays flat straight up. It does have a little bit of a curve. Now, the reason why I do not like the remote is when you do hold it, it feels kind of weird. When like if there's a pointy edge right here, but my fingers, the way it lands from this knuckle to this knuckle, it's flat right there. So for it to be, I don't want to say jabbing or stabbing because that's not what it's doing, but in a way it kind of is. It doesn't feel, I don't know how to explain it. It just doesn't feel comfortable. It doesn't feel natural. It feels just weird. So we're going to let the update go through. It shouldn't take too long. Just as always, leave everything alone as it's processing. So once it does come back, you're going to be greeted with something like this. It says enable auto upgrade. Now the Shield has been known to do upgrades that people do not want. So do you want to turn this on or do you want to leave it off? That's totally up to preference. When enabled, the Shield TV will automatically download and upgrade to the latest system software. That means when you're not using your Shield, when you're in bed sleeping, when you're out, when you're not using it, it's going to automatically download, automatically upgrade. Some people like turning this off because they want to see what the upgrade is, because sometimes it can mess up your Shield. If you don't really care, just hit yes and you should be good to go. Or if you want to get it on your own, just hit no. Now here is the interface. It's Android TV, guys. This is not the Shield TV. It's not the Shield's interface. This is Android TV's interface. Very few people have this. The Shield being one of them. There's some other devices that have this same interface, and I will say the Shield was the one that made this interface very popular. Now, when you are greeted to an update, I'm going to dismiss this here. See where it says Shield accessories update. You could either details or dismiss. If a Shield is ready to update, if you turn that setting off, let's say, you're going to get this thing, and then you pick and choose what you want to do with it. I'm going to hit on details, and then it says continue accessories update available. During update, your accessories may disconnect briefly. Would you like to continue? So you can continue. We don't have any accessories. It's just the remote that we have. We don't have the controller. So I'm going to hit the back button. So that back button right here does go back. Now, what do you get as stock? If you hit apps, you get the Netflix, you get YouTube, Prime Video, Google Play, you get the Gallery, Play Store, Amazon Music, Vudu, Play Music, Plex, and then just games, Nvidia games, and Play games from Google. So it's really, really easy here at the top. If you want to search something, you can search movies and TV shows. Really easy. And then from here, you can do shortcuts. Now, I'm not going to get to all the settings on here to show you everything. That's going to be on the next video. Now, one of the things people like to do is they like to put file linked. So we're going to go ahead and put file linked on here because I do like to get the IDA app, and that shows you how to get into the settings and stuff. So we're going to go to apps. We're going to go to the Google Play Store, and then just give it a few seconds here, and then you'll see the feature, you'll see all like everything that you'll need here. Free movies, fitness, just tons of stuff here, tons of stuff, stay informed, games, just a lot of things here. So we're going to go to the top here, and one of the apps that I do like to use, I'm going to come here and see if there's a search option. So if you do go to my apps, this will show all the apps that's updated, that needs updating, or that's on this device or not on the device. So I do have other devices here that will have some stuff. So I do want to get Downloader. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to go to the top. Let's just say I don't have it. I'm going to go to this little search icon. I'm going to search, and then it says speak to search. So I'm going to go click on this, and then you got to hit allow, and then you should be good to go. Downloader. And of course, it picked every single word possible that I really don't need. So I'm going to come on here, and actually, you know what? Let's just say I did screw up, and I'm just going to hit this thing again. Downloader. And there you go. So very, very simple. You click on the downloader. You're going to get the thing right here, and then you just have to click install. And then it's going to say pending downloading, verified, and look how fast that was. Now here is IDA 64. Here are the specs. This is what you guys were looking for. So the system, this is the Shield, Nvidia Shield TV. The board is running M Darcy, and it has the platform Tegra. Now it is 3 gigs of RAM. Now this was advertised as 16 gigs of internal memory, and you're left with 11.6 gigs. Now I did download an app, so it's down to 10, but you're left with 11.6 gigs of whatever you want. You don't get everything because, again, it has some system apps. Now the one thing I'm kind of curious on, this thing does say Tegra Plus, but that thing right there says Tegra. Things that make you go, So here we go. It's an octa-core, guys. This is running 64-bit ARM Cortex. It is a quad-core Cortex A53 with a dual quad-core Cortex A57. Now the SoC model Nvidia Tegra X1 is there listed as T210. I'm very surprised I don't see the plus sign anywhere. Normally they would make sure, like, look, plus, or the word plus is just very strange to me. But there it is. It's an octa-core, guys, and it's running dual cores. The cable is a 1920 by 1080, so that's on my stuff that I'm putting in. The GPU rendering Nvidia Tegra. If you come here to Android, it's running Android 9. The device is not rooted. And then if you come here to codecs, this is probably the most important spot that you're going to find out with anything, really. You got your audio MP3, MP4, you got your FLAC, MPEGs, Opus, you got RAW, Vorbis, WMA, you got 3GPP, AMR, FLAC. You got Nvidia's encoder 256, which is amazing. 256 is what the future is right now. 263 and 264 is great, but 265, I'm pretty sure I said 265 right now. I'm gonna butchered it, but 263, 264 is good industry standard. 265 is hell yeah. That's what I'm talking about. There is your Dolby Vision right there. There's your MP4s. You got all your Google decoders, all your Nvidia decoders. You have everything that you need in here when it comes to video and audio. This stuff, if I may say, the 265, badass. It is awesome. So there is all the specs. I know it was a little bit lengthier to my liking. I always try to keep these videos around 10 minutes. Stay tuned for the next one, because someone's going to say, how do I add that browser to the front? How do I, like, what is the settings? And you know what, that might even be a whole separate video. I want to show you guys how to get into the settings of the actual device, not how to manipulate an app. So stay tuned to the next episode. We're going to look at the quality of how it actually plays, how fast it renders, and then we're also going to look at the settings on how to change some of the layout, the interface in the front. Hope you guys have enjoyed this one. If you guys are interested in this device, make sure you guys do shoot me an email, rohasentertainment@gmail.com. My information is in the description below. You guys take care of each other, and I'll see you guys soon.